Stevie Smith left a little laundry on the field that one time.
Who's Stevie Smith?
Stevie Scott.
Not my fault.
Steve Smith, basketball player.
Yeah.
No, he did. He did okay today. He did decent. So the young guys are doing good. I think that's one big thing I want to see this camp was the young guys coming out here and competing day in and day out, and just getting better, learning the system. And I think they're doing a good job so far after 4 practices. So it's gonna be fun the next couple of days. We're getting full pads and have some scrimmages, and we'll really see what we got.
Coach, what do you like best about this group you've seen here so far?
My running back
Your
group,
guys, yeah.
I just think they just great camaraderie. I think all the guys like each other. They cheer for each other. They compete every day. But I mean, they joke, they have fun. And then when they get off the field, they're best friends. That between the lines, they still help each other out. They're coaching each other up. The older guys are coaching the younger guys. And that's the kind of thing you want as a coach, where you don't have to do everything. Ricky Brook is. A lot of you guys don't know who Connor Thomas is, right? But he's a kid that he knows our whole offense. He's a walk-on in our room, and he's kind of my go-to guy. I mean, he knows everything. And those guys, if I'm not coaching, if I'm grabbing one, he's grabbing the other one. And just all those guys, just being able to help the young guys out and getting them to learn the offense, in the long run, it's going to help this team out.
How much does it help to get so many guys back from last year? I know health was a problem for different guys, but just to have so much experience retained.
Yeah, like I said before, you have Cole, you have Cole who started, you have Mike who started, you have Ricky who's played a bunch of games, and obviously you have Morgan who started. So you got 4 guys who have played a lot of Big Ten football. 2 of them are sophomores, 2 of them are seniors, so you got a good spread right there. And the great thing is that we have young guys behind them who are talented and who can sit there and learn in the wings and kind of get that chance to learn how those guys do it, the success that they have. And I think it's just a great thing.
Coach Allen was saying recently he wants the identity of this offense to really be about running the ball. What are maybe 1 or 2 steps that really go into making that a reality?
I think you can't win football games in the Big Ten without being able to run the ball. And I think any team you're on, you want to be able to win the line of scrimmage. And obviously, number one, that starts up front. You have to have linemen who do a great job, and our guys have gotten better. They're stronger. They're bigger, they're faster, and then the most important thing is they understand the offense, better and what we want. So those guys are taking a leadership role, with Wes and Coy and Brandon and Hunter, and Simon. You got 5 returning starters, and you have 2 guys behind them that played a lot last year. So you have returning offensive line. 7 guys who have played a lot of Big Ten football, and so hopefully that helps us out. And then number 2, you have to have backs that can break tackles. Linemen can only do so much. You have to have backs that can break tackles and get those extra yards. If they block for 3, we have to get 6. If they block for 6, we have to get 10. And that's what makes an offense be able to work. If a line's blocking for 3 and only get 3 yards, then that's the running back's fault. If they block for 0, we need to get 3. And so to me, it's a combination of both things. The offensive line needs to do their job, and the running backs have to be special.
Does it help if the defense has to account for a running quarterback as well?
I think it always does. It always does. I think it just slows them down a little bit on the zone read kind of stuff. They just can't focus on the running back when you got a guy back there that can pull it and really trigger and get out of there and hurt you, and even in the pass game.
Potentially, there's an extra blocker at the point of attack.
Yes,
too.
yeah. We don't we want the ball as running backs.
We don't
want to block, but yes, exactly. We need those certain situations where you can actually have an extra blocker. It definitely kind of evens things up, and I think everybody does that. Every program does that has a running quarterback. It's nothing special.
What are the keys? People tend to look at the RPOs and talk about the quarterback's decision making and what the quarterback has to do. What's a running back need to be really sharp on when you are running on pass option stuff?
At the end of the day, you have to protect the ball. That's the hardest part, because you don't know if the quarterback's going to take the ball and throw it. And that's the biggest thing, is when you just talk about the fundamental ball handling of those situations, because the quarterback may ride you a long time and you can't squeeze on the ball. A lot of times you'll see that a lot of those fumbles happen for zone read teams when the back clamps on the ball, the quarterback tries to pull it, and then that's just a misread, And so those are the things that, the number one thing you have to work on with RPOs is just the meshes between the quarterbacks and the running backs, because every running back's a little bit different and every quarterback's a little bit different. So when you got a lot of guys going in and out, it's the one thing that we have to drill every day. And I know it gets tedious. We're running zone read every day with ball handling with the quarterbacks and running backs, but it's something you need to do, because again, it'll hurt you in the long run if you don't take care of the ball.
In what ways have you seen Coach Ballou and Dr. Ray's work benefit your group as a whole?
I think you just watch the guys. I mean, they're faster. They're outrunning DBs. I think they're more explosive. When they lower their pads, they're falling forward for 3 yards, like I said. So I think it's definitely transition. Transition to here, during practice, but the biggest thing is transition on Saturdays during the season. And so they got to keep working. They have another lift today. And it's something that's going to continue to get better and better and better. But I think our guys are bigger, faster, and stronger overall, not just the runners.
From your own perspective, another year of camp here with IU, do you feel a bit more, kind of accustomed to the way things have been going down?
Well, definitely. I mean, I was only here. I got here the day before spring ball last year, and I had 15 practices. And just once you go through one, it's not only just me, but once you go through something as a staff, as a whole staff, you guys understand each other. You understand what they're doing. You understand what we're doing. Because a lot of, it's the same thing as a team. The team has to mesh. Same thing with the coaching staff, right? The offensive staff has to mesh together. A lot of that takes a year. To get to understand what Coach DeBoer wants, what Coach Sheridan wants, what Coach Haler wants, what I want, and all those ideas have to come together, and we have to be on the same page with everything. So I think anytime you get, with a staff together longer than a year, you start to mesh just like a team.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.